Hello, welcome to the daily English news program on Azərbaycan Televiziya with the most important events of the day. I am Ayana Ghazadeh. President İlham signed an executive order on the allocation of financial assistance to the religious organizations. The executive order was signed with the aim to support the activities of religious denominations in the country, to further develop inter-region solidarity, to build religious awareness work in the line with the modern standards, and to strengthen the activity in field of advocacy of progressive moral values. Pursuant to the executive order, the state budget of the Republic of Azerbaijan for 2026 provides for financial support to religious organizations from the Reserve Fund of the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan. In particular, 3.5 million manat have been allocated to the Caucasian Muslim Board, 400,000 manat to the spiritual organization of the Russian Orthodox Church in Baku and the Azerbaijani Diocese, 400,000 manat to the spiritual community of Mountain Jews in Baku, 400,000 manat for the spiritual community of European Jews in Baku, 400,000 manat for the spiritual community of Sephardic Jews in Baku, 400,000 manat for the Apostolic Prefecture of the Catholic Church in Azerbaijan, and 400,000 manat for the spiritual community of Albanian Yehudi Christians in Azerbaijan. In addition, 400,000 manat have been allocated for the Fund for the Promotion of Spiritual Values, which is subordinate to the State Committee for Work with Religious Institutions of the Republic of Azerbaijan, to provide material support to other non-Islamic religious communities in Azerbaijan. The Ministry of Finance of the Republic of Azerbaijan should provide funding in the amount specified in Part 1 of this executive order. Azerbaijan is absolutely economically independent and does not depend on any support, any loan or whatsoever. The minimum level of foreign debt is a vivid indicator of this. In his interview to local television channels, President İlham dwelt on the economic achievements and the future targets of our country. The head of state noted that projects implemented in this area are geared to development and creating of better living conditions for people.
Several years ago, I put a target in front of the government to reduce our foreign debt, and that has been achieved. And we stopped borrowing completely and actually finished all the active relationship with international financial institutions. Now our foreign debt is down to a historically low level of 6+% of GDP.
The global economy is in the period of transition. The oil and gas sector, standing at the helm of this area for many years, is handing over its place to the green energy. The reduction of oil and gas extraction being the main driving force of the Azerbaijani economy poses new challenges. In such times, the minimum level of foreign debt maintained by Azerbaijan as a result of the right policy and economic strategy. For instance, like the instruction of the head of state to increase our gold reserves.
Last year, we also made a strategic decision to increase our gold reserves. We clearly could see the geopolitical developments, and I was absolutely sure that the price of gold would go up, and it skyrocketed. So it earned us a lot of money. By increasing our reserves of gold, our state oil fund earned more than $10 billion only because of that. This is one of the highest per capita reserves in the world, which any country can have, $84 billion.
Human capital for the post-oil era, expansion of higher education and raising the quality of education are considered the cornerstone of the long-term sustainable development. The tandem of green energy plus digital economy is particularly noteworthy. Digital infrastructure fed from the green energy will be the main candidate to assume the role of the major block of the economic development from 2026 to 2030.
And our plans and already projects which have been implemented with the creation of a cybersecurity center and the training of our specialists, we are sending many specialists to train abroad and also organizing training courses in Azerbaijan. So our target is, along with connectivity, to become a hub for AI and for IT. There is a potential, there is a strong political will, and of course we consider American companies as our main partners.
Regional development is also a priority. Two investment programs covering traditional spheres and Karabakh and Izengezur will be implemented. Large-scale project for water and sanitation systems of the Absheron Peninsula will be realized. The salination plant, which will be the first in Azerbaijan, will cover a lot of demand for drinking water.
It is not a competition. It is not a race. It is just our economy should allow us to develop, to provide better living conditions for people, and to rebuild the liberated territories, to invest in defense capacity, and to strengthen our economy.
A mine incident occurred in the village of Mehdili in Jabrail district on January 7th, according to Azerbaijan's National Agency for Mine Action. The agency reported that an employee of one of the private companies involved in humanitarian mine clearance operations, Məmmədov Rashad, 41 years of age, sustained a minor leg injury after stepping on anti-personnel landmine while performing his duties. Məmmədov was evacuated from the scene and transported to the district hospital. His condition is reported as stable, with no threat to his life. The central bank's foreign currency reserves have increased. As of January 1st, reserves stood at $11,514.9 million, marking a 0.7 increase, or $81.1 million more than the previous month. Compared to the same period last year, reserves have grown by 5.1%, equivalent to $555.4 million. Azerbaijan achieved the most significant progress last year in terms of artificial intelligence readiness. According to the Oxford Insights International Research Center, based on its Government AI Readiness Index, Azerbaijan rose from 111th place to 70th. The country's overall score reached 48.96, up from 39.92 in 2024. That was all for the day. Thanks for being with us. Goodbye.